checking out the Big Cat Podcast. You ain't know what you're missing.
Right.
Some guys like medium sized.
Right.
I'm about to say, bro, that was a little harsh.
Dream turn to nightmare. Only one life, no spare. Used to come.
What up? What up? What up?
Dream turn to nightmare. Only one life, no spare.
Yeah. What up? What up? What up? What up? What up? I was kind of early the last time. My bad. What's going on though, family? What is the deal? Welcome to another episode of Big Cat Podcasting. You know what I'm saying? I am your host, Portis, aka Mr. Intellectual, aka Mr. Squad in Your Face, and my co-host,
Mo got it.
aka
LIVEDOWG dog.
Yo, so what's going on, y'all? You know how we do, man. We here, man. Late edition. What's going on, Reality Meet? What's going on, baby girl? Late edition, but we still gonna give y'all a little something, you know what I'm saying? So here we go. We got a nice little topic for y'all tonight, something for y'all to pop off to. But before we get into the show, let's do how we do. Let's pay these bills. Shout out to Drip U. What's going on, fellas, over there at Drip U? Father's Day is hitting in, y'all. So if y'all looking to get fitted up, man, let Drip U get y'all together, man. Sunglasses, glasses, whatever, belts, whatever y'all into, man. You know Drip U got you, man. So y'all holla at Drip U, man. Let them get y'all together, man, for Father's Day. And shout out to the SG Way One Stop Shop, Shaquana and Shaquela Gillis, man. Yo, if you need your taxes did, Shaquana got you. If you need your hair did, fellas, if you need your dreads redid, because I know I need mine redone, yo, I'll let Shaquela, man. She'll get y'all together, man. The SG Way One Stop Shop is where it's at. Both of these establishments are here in Columbus, Georgia. So if y'all in the area, man, y'all look them up and get them a holler. So, got it. Let's get into the topic that you picked for tonight. What's going on, Miss Brooks?
Trying to get my phone right.
Trying to get your phone together, man.
Yeah.
What's the...
Trying to get it together.
All right, you right? We good? Right.
Did you do your commercial?
Yeah, we ready. It's on you.
Okay. Yeah, we just our the topic tonight is our stepfather the second choice of a woman, like single mothers or stepfathers the second choice. That's the topic of tonight. How you feel about that, boys? I'm trying to do about 5 things at one time.
You good. Our single fathers. Our stepfathers. My fault. Our stepfathers. Second choice.
Yeah, did I say single?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I meant stepfathers. Our stepfathers the second choice of single mothers.
Our stepfathers the second
Before
choice.
we get into the sex part, because this live stream is going to be all things sex, right? And when I say all things sex, I'm speaking our relationship with sex that then attaches us to other people that may or may not be working in our own best interest. Let me say that again. Our relationship with sex. Some of us have a toxic relationship with sex. Some of us have a beautiful and a phenomenal relationship with sex. But it is all encompassing because one way or another, you are attracted in some way, shape, or form sexually, and then it affects your judgment in a positive or a negative way. It just is what it is. It's real. Hold on one second. All right. So before we even deep dive into the sexual aspect of things, I just have a question because this is something that I keep seeing on my timeline on Instagram. Sometimes I see it on
Go.
YouTube.
Here
And
you
I
go.
understand that a lot of people repurpose a lot of my interviews and they repurpose some of the interviews that I do on other people's platforms. And one of the things that I said in an interview is there is no glory in being a stepfather. And boy, oh boy, do I get so much pushback and feedback. And I've never seen so many men looking to validate a bad decision that they made or to get validation from other women about why it is that you should become a stepfather. I am very perplexed about that. I am so perplexed about the advocating for being a stepfather that it is starting to bother me and I'm starting to lose sleep. Not because I'm wrong, but because I cannot believe that there's so many people that's willing to throw themselves under the bus for somebody that they do not know, and then they find out that they put themselves at a disadvantage financially and they get nothing out of it in return.
Wow. So, if anybody out there, oh my God, is watching this
That is Anton Daniels.
and you were step parent in any type of way, form, or fashion, do you agree or do you disagree? That right there was harsh.
How you feel about that, boys?
I mean, I've been a stepdad to a lot of kids. I'm not going to say that their success wasn't beneficial to me because, for instance, you know what I'm saying, one of my kids' moms, you know what I'm saying, I helped her raise her twin daughters. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
And I can honestly say that when I was there and I helped out, you know, this was back in my younger days, y'all. So I was doing like a lot of wild stuff, you know what I'm saying? But I was part of the PTA. You feel me? I was the only man that was in the PTA. You feel me? You know, for my step kids.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, I would have did it for my kids as well, but man, you know what I'm saying? My kids was going to a different school, but I always put it this way, I've always been an active father in all of my kids' life, but in my step kids' life too, I played an active role as well. And long story short, the twins graduated, you know what I'm saying, like above their class level. You feel me? We got a school up in Ohio called Akron Early College, and they both graduated early. You feel what I'm saying? So I can say that their success with them graduating early and having a 3.7 and a 3.8 GPA,
Right.
both of them. You feel me? Yo, that's my success right there.
Oh yeah.
So I mean, it's just,
I'm saying, like, being a stepfather, did you feel like you was the second choice?
I feel like hell no, I ain't like the second choice. I mean, because it's all in perspective. You know what I'm saying? Do you yourself feel like you second choice?
I mean, I've been a stepfather also.
But did you feel like you were second choice?
No, I didn't.
Hell, all right. You know what I'm saying? But can I ask you why you didn't feel like you were second choice?
I mean, I just did. You know, like some people, you know, they have kids by guys that just don't work out. You know, everybody that have kids by somebody, it's not going to work out. But you got some men out there. You got people in general feel like they look, you know, down on men that, you know, they'll step in to be a stepfather, even though
be a good stepfather,
right? Because you have some stepfathers don't have kids of their own, and they just step in and and they look down upon them,
yeah,
and everybody have their own perspective on being marrying a woman with kids, me myself personally, I don't see nothing wrong with it.
Well, let's get some comments. You know what I'm saying? What do y'all think about being a step parent? Do y'all think it's non-beneficial to be a step parent? Do you think that the child's success reflects on you with the work that you put in for the kid? You know what I'm saying? Like, what do y'all think?
I mean, you have guys like Anton Daniels, you have those guys like what's the name of that show? Fresh and Fit. You have these so-called alpha guys, red pill, whatever they call them.
Yeah.
They look down on women, women that have, single mothers, they ain't married or nothing, so they look down on them. But which is, I mean, in society, it's a lot of that going on. There's a lot of single mothers out there. So
yeah,
I mean, it just should be something common instead of just look down upon them. Because it's, everybody don't work out. Everybody don't work out with who they have kids by.
I agree. I definitely agree with you on that.
But like what he said, and you can go on and look at the video. It's just like, they feel like stepfathers they don't mean nothing. They was a second choice because they couldn't get the baby daddy. So the single mother, she's settling with the stepfather, which I don't agree with that.
I think a lot of women wish that the stepdad in certain cases would or could have been the dad that they would have wanted, you know what I'm saying, for their child.
Right. Sometimes, man, the stepdaddy can be a blessing to
absolutely.
certain single mothers and their kids,
Yeah, definitely. Especially when, excuse me, I'm sorry. Especially when, like a lot of these kids are growing up without dads, man. You know what I'm saying? I can say that the percentage of kids growing up without dads nowadays have actually shrunk.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But it's still a good many that's growing up without fathers. You know what I'm saying? And they need guidance as well. So if it is a stand-up dude, or if it is
you hit it right on the head.
If it is a mother, you know what I'm saying, or a stepmother that's willing to step in, if a guy that she's dealing with has a daughter and the mother's not in the picture and she's a stand-up type of lady, and they willing to step in, it's so beneficial.
Why
I'm saying?
Why do so many guys look down on,
On
these
stepdad?
these so-called high
my cousin Jasmine says stepdads are awesome.
Yeah, they look, so many high-level guys, high-level so-called men. They don't look at the reality of what's going on in real life. They just look at, soon they see a single woman with kids, they saying she can never get married. Look, bull crap. I done seen a lot of single women get married, like single mothers get married.
Yeah.
They just like filling a lot of our young men's head up. You know what I'm saying? Like, because think about it. If my mom married somebody else, and I had a stepdad, why can't if I had a stepdad, I see that. So when I grew up, I don't see nothing wrong with being a stepdad. Because you grew up in that environment.
Yeah. But the object of the game is to raise your kids with the ones you had them with.
I mean, that's the plan. That's the plan.
But if it don't work out, you know what I'm saying? And life goes on, either with that person or without that person that you had kids with or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Life still goes on. So you still have to be happy with who who you make it with. As long as this next person, either man or female, long as they're not mistreating your child, long as they're not making your child feel unwanted,
So
they're accepting your child, they're acting and responding and maintaining your child as if that child was theirs.
I mean the main thing
That's a
is,
step parent, man. That's a hell of a step parent.
right. But what I'm trying to say is
Mhm.
a lot of men like Anton Daniels and a couple other men out
They look down on
they
it.
look down on guys being stepfathers.
But why do you think they look down on it?
But because they hear like certain situations, you know, that people have had with how maybe the kids, they disrespect you, they may not respect you. It's like they may respect their real father or whatever.
Mhm. Well, situations like that comes time, patience, and growth.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You got to have all three.
And then they feel like, you know, like they feel like a stepdad is a woman, is a single mother. Like she's settling to be with this guy. Like she said, well, I don't have no choice. I got a lot of men gonna look down on me because I got kids, so I got to settle for this guy right here.
No woman chooses to just
Settle. Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because she don't have to. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to a woman having kids, you know what I'm saying? She's not making just a decision for herself. She's making a decision that's going to best benefit her and her kids. Because she come as a package deal. See, like whenever she make a decision, it can't just be about her. It's going to be about them. You know what I'm saying? Every single last one of them. So if this guy is willing to step in, or this woman is willing to step in and accept this man or this woman that has 3 or 4 kids coming in, and you start taking care of them kids as if they were your own, you accept these kids, like you make sure these kids eat, you make sure they saying their prayers at night, you making sure that they up for school, you making sure that they celebrating their birthdays, and you making sure that these kids is really feeling special. You know what I'm saying? That's a step parent. Hell, you might as well be that parent, because when they get older, it's gonna be resentment to the ones that wasn't doing that shit. You feel what I'm saying? Step parents are, hey, like my cousin said, man, stepdad, stepmoms are awesome, man. Step parents are cool. As long as they about the right thing. You know what I'm saying? As long as they about the right thing, man.
Let me ask you this right here. Do you feel like if the mom had a chance to just say, if the mom had a chance to get a second chance with the biological father,
Will she do it?
will she choose the biological father, being with the biological father over the stepfather?
It just depends how much time has passed and what they split up for in the first place. Those are going to be the 2 determining factors on if she will leave.
Because a lot of men out there, it's a lot of guys. They actually think that they look, you know, they look down upon, you know, single mothers that you know, especially when they have, you know, maybe three or more kids.
Well, a lot of times guys look down upon women like that is because it's like you keep making the same choice over and over again. You feel what I'm saying? But at the same time, though, there's always a man that's out there that's willing to give you a chance to redeem yourself.
I mean, you know, that's the message that I'm trying to put out to women. You know, I'm trying to be truthful with them. There's always somebody out there
always
would accept you and your kids. Don't feel like it's the end of the world, because it's not.
And don't just settle.
Right. You don't have to settle. I mean, you're gonna have a lot of guys gonna bash both of us over this.
Don't settle.
But I'm being truthful. You know,
if you settle, that's what you get. You know what I'm saying? You get out what you put in. You feel what I'm saying? So if you settle for trash, you're gonna get trash.
Right.
If you put in the work to find gold, you ain't gonna find a whole bunch of it, but you find that little bit, you know how to preserve it, right? So that's what you do, man. Because everything ain't gonna come in a big abundance.
I mean, a single mother has to choose wisely.
Every decision that she makes counts.
Right. She has to choose wisely because she has to pay attention to the red flags,
Yeah,
especially being a single mother
she does.
with so much going on out here.
She definitely has to be on alert because it's real.
Right. It's just the point. I kind of like get pissed off a little bit at some of these guys how they put single mothers down because I wonder, do they look at the fact that did they come from a single mother household?
More likely.
Don't they have like people, women in their family might be single mothers?
For sure.
I mean, you got to look at, your side before you judge another side. I can't judge this side over here and then try to criticize this side over here.
You're absolutely right. You are absolutely correct.
And like I say, I just want to let like all the single mothers know, it is don't believe the hype. I promise you.
It's back.
No, I'm serious. It's some. Trust me, it's a lot of guys out there will step in and because they admire you. They look at you. They look at if you're a stand-up woman and all that. They'll step in. They wouldn't care how many kids you have.
See, man, what it is though too is this: a lot of men that can't have kids want a family.
Right, they'll step in.
So they don't. So what I'm saying, it is some guys that's out there, and then the same for a woman. You know what I'm saying? It's some women that can't have babies. You know what I'm saying? So, coming into a relationship where, especially if the kids is small and she can help raise them from being itty, man, come on, man. Come on.
No, I just don't see nothing wrong with being a stepdad. I really don't. I mean, like people put out these negative videos. They put out this negative content all the time, every day, just bashing our women, and it's just sickness. You know what I'm saying? I'm not doing no simpish talk or nothing like that. I'm just being truthful. You had a mother. You had a mother. I had a mother. I got sisters. I mean, I got female cousins. Nieces. Man, come on. We got to stop downgrading our women.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, everything starts with the man.
Yeah. It does.
And it's pathetic. All this negative content that I see every day, and I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one that see it. I just don't agree with them guys.
Yeah.
I guess everybody trying to be like Kevin Samuels. They are. They look what he had going on, and they. Yeah. But people are not really looking at reality of life.
Yeah.
They looking at like every woman's supposed to be without a child.
No, they can't look at it like that.
If she got a kid, or she over the age of 35, she's done for. Man, that ain't true. I done seen women 65 years old meet somebody and get married.
Still get it.
And have 8, 9, 10 grandkids.
Mm-hmm.
And still end up meeting somebody that's into her. It's I'm just letting the ladies know don't believe the hype, y'all. Don't feel like you have to lower your standards just because you have kids. That's when you really should look at kind of be judgmental a little bit. You have to be, because you have kids. Mm-hmm. You have
would you say judge? So look, I mean cut you off, but you said you should be judgmental. So should you be judgmental?
Well, you should be judgmental on certain things when it comes to your kids.
Okay.
On picking men.
Okay.
Because you don't want to put anybody around your kids.
That's right.
You have to check things out.
You're right. You do. Keep going. You said check things out. What else?
You have to check things out. check the background out and all that. See what they got going on. You don't want to put anybody in the household with your kids.
That's true. Hey, I
You-
gotta
you-
give
you-
him that.
Yeah, you don't want to put their lives in jeopardy.
Yeah,
Yeah. But
because that's exactly what's gonna happen if
you
you
know, I
ain't
know-
doing
I
your
know-
research on who you
I-
dealing with.
I know we have a lot of fun here on Big Cap,
We
every
do.
night, but sometimes we have to come with the real, you know what I'm saying? We have
Well,
to,
hell, I think we come with the real all the time. We just know how to put it in the
yeah,
fun
yeah,
way.
yeah.
We
But
just
you
know
know, I just listen to them guys, man, and they kind of, I know I sounded kind of,
riled up.
off a little bit coming on, but because it's kind of, kind of teed me off a little bit, like we got to stop doing our women like that, man.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Just because they got kids,
Just because they got babies.
because we never want to, as men, we never want to hold ourselves accountable for anything. That's why I was saying,
Well, I ain't gonna say that.
hey,
Cause we hold our. I mean, because
because
we do, but it's just it's.
But how come we look? How come a man can have 10 kids and not look down upon them? But if a woman got 10 kids, we looking down on her. That man, he made bad choices too.
He
just as
made
well
bad
as she
choices.
did.
Yeah, because we call him a fool too, because he got to pay for them kids.
Right.
So, but the reason why women get so much flack is because of this. He may got 10 kids, right?
Right.
But them 10 kids ain't with him every single day, day for day, stressing his life out. They with her.
Not all the time.
Man,
Man,
99.999%.
I know some guys. My brother raised 5 kids by himself. Number one. And I know some guys on this app
Mm-hmm.
that chime in on our show
Mm-hmm.
with single dads with I'm talking with all their kids with no wife or nothing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
it's more than, that's why I say it's more than what you think. You know what I'm saying? Because I knew raising my son as being a single father coming up,
Mhm.
I seen a lot of guys end up with their kids and no
Yeah.
mother wasn't around.
Yeah,
Oh,
I was
seen
one. I ended up with mine.
I seen it.
But I guess, man, my point is this. At the end of the day, I don't see anything wrong with being a stepdad.
Yeah, because you first of all, you can't help who you fall in love with. If you go out there and fall in love with a woman, she got 5 kids.
So you just got to deal with it.
No, ain't nothing to deal. You just fell in love with a woman with 5 kids.
Yeah, I mean, but you still got to deal with it because because them kids ain't going nowhere until they get grown. So, like I said, if you're not loving her and her package, you got to love the whole thing.
Right.
And if I'm getting with a woman and she got kids, I'm loving the whole package, bro. Everything she got coming with her. You know what I'm saying? Especially when it pertains to her, like if it's her and her kids or her grandkids or whatever, nigga, the shit, they mine now.
Do you agree with a lot of these guys with the content of bashing our women because they have kids? And by being single, never being married.
See, I'm not a statistic like that.
No, I'm saying, have you ever ran across some content out there like that?
Oh, have I ever ran across some content?
Right.
That's just dogging the women because they got kids?
Because that's what's going on. a lot of so-called high value men,
Mm-hmm.
they get on these shows, man, and they just put the wrong idea in our young women and our young men head.
Excuse me. Well, how about this? Before it even gets to that point, what's being taught in the home?
Let me get you straight on that right there. You just said what's being taught in the home. Right?
What's being taught in the home?
How many times we could teach something in the home and the child will still pick up something from the house? How many times have you seen that?
I've seen it happen a lot of times.
A lot of times because of society. I mean, we can keep preaching. The way society is right now, them kids gonna go out there and they're gonna adapt to what they see out there in the world. It may come, they may realize what you done taught them later on in life now. It's gonna come back to them. But as a period from a certain age till they get to maybe 30,
yeah,
they going on what they see in the world. They're gonna try to be of the world until they learn that it's not good to be of the world. You get what I'm saying?
I'm with you.
That's why I say, I just, these guys shouldn't put out the wrong type of content like that. I mean, every dude that gets with a single mother, it's not gonna be a bad situation. It's some single mothers out there, their kids very respectful. They don't have to worry about going in, the kids being disrespectful and stuff like that. Nah, man, you should know what type of woman you can tell by the type of woman choosing a woman.
Mm-hmm.
So you see how she is as a person. And 9 times out of 10, if she's a stand-up woman, she has values, she gonna have some great kids.
Yeah.
Some respectful kids at home. Is she respectful to her mother and she to her father, whatever, and she a single mother, 9 times out of 10, her kids gonna be respectful.
Yeah, I agree. Like I said, it's hard to go against you when you right. But again, all that starts in the home. You know what I'm saying? That's where they get in their home training at. That's where they get in to be respectful at. That's where them kids is learning this, that, and the other. What you just said, it all starts from in the home. But it ain't done all over. You know what I'm saying? Like all in one night. You know what I'm saying? To have good kids like that, they have to be taught the right way. So that means a stern parent. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
A stern parent is a disciplined parent. You know what I'm saying? So.
Well, yeah, these content creators, man, they need to stop putting the wrong message into, our young men's head. Our young men's look at those. It's a lot of young people look at what is it? Fresh and Fit and Fresh, whatever.
What? Say it again.
Fresh and Fit.
What is that?
The show.
The YouTube show?
Yeah, they look at them. They look at my boy. We just looked at Anton Daniels. I mean, like I said, he may say some things that, I can agree with, but a lot of things I definitely don't agree with when he talk about politics. He way off on that. But like everybody ain't gonna agree, but he do say some things that I agree with.
Who?
Anton Daniel, the guy we was just looking at.
Wow.
But my thing is, we can't judge every single mother the same way. We can't judge every situation the same way. Because it's been some, you look at Shaq.
Mm-hmm.
Look at Shaq. He had a stepfather stepped in.
Oh, so that wasn't
that wasn't his real father.
Oh, wow.
You ever heard the rap song he made, my biological didn't bother? His real daddy, my biological didn't bother. You ever heard that song? Go check it out. He tell the story.
His biological
that was his stepfather. Stepped in and raised him.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? Treat him like that was his real child.
That's dope.
Like I said, we need to start looking at, the successful stories of families like that, instead of always looking back at the negative certain situations we didn't see when it came to a guy stepping in and being the stepfather. It's a lot of successful stories out there with stepfather stepping in, or vice versa, stepmother stepping in.
Yeah. Well, I'm with you on that. I'm definitely with you on that. We ain't got no comment yet, man. What's up with the comments?
Nah, because I guess we talk about a touching,
real deal,
a touching topic.
Are stepfathers single women's second choice?
And see, that's how them guys feel. They feel like, man, she chose me because she can't get nobody else. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
That's how they feel. You know what I'm saying? But I think women, you know, it's on you, ladies. You know, it's how you value yourself. I'm gonna tell you something, ladies. We look at y'all when you value yourself a certain way. That's how we look at y'all. That's
we probably enhances. You know
that's
what I'm
right.
saying?
That's how we look at y'all. You know, just because you're a single mother doesn't mean that you're a low value woman, because you're not.
You're very high value.
Right. Just because you passed 35, you have never been married before. I'm telling you, it's a million men out there still would date you, go out with you, want to marry you, and all that.
All of it.
Yeah. I guarantee you. But a lot of these guys with this content out here.
Key.
Oh yeah, Key.
She said she didn't know men felt like that. Yeah, they do.
Yeah, they do, Key. They feel like they look at some men look at a woman, they lower the value of the woman because she has kids. And she's a single mother with kids. But you got some women out here that don't have kids.
None at all.
And they value way low.
Man, you was crazy.
No, I'm serious. Hey, you can't sit up here and you can't sit up here and judge a woman just because she's a single mother.
Nah, you can't, and that's dead wrong to do that.
Can you duck? Can you duck up under there?
You want me to duck walk?
Yeah. You still young enough. There you go. Yeah, man. You can get down now.
I hope they ain't see me crawling on the floor.
I think Keith just seen. Yeah, but yeah, Key. You know they do. You know they look. Key said, "I thought men didn't care as long as the kids are respectful." Yeah, a lot of men don't care as long as the kids are respectful. You're absolutely right. But there's a new thing out now that men, they look at women as like she's low value because she has kids, and which is pathetic. Well, how some of these content creators got some of these men thinking now, especially the so-called high value men.
I can't crawl this time, big dog.
Yeah.
Excuse me. You gotta turn that way. I'm gonna take a step that way.
Yeah.
Thank you, brother. Thank you. I had to bring my cup, y'all. I'm sorry.
Well, yeah, Key. They feel that way, Key.
Definitely feel that way.
Oh yeah, Key said she seen you on the floor, Porter. She
God.
Yeah, he was down crawling.
I know man had me crawling on the floor.
Yeah, I told
I hope my knees didn't get like.
Yeah.
Hey, I hope my knees didn't get like Mr. Brown.
Yeah, but Key, that's how they feel, Key, which is ridiculous. I mean, you know.
Oh, motherfucker, I'm sitting way too close to you, brother. There we go.
Go back and check out them guys. Go back and check out a couple of guys on their content. They feel, you know, a lot. You know what I think? A lot of them guys been hurt really bad before, and they just feel like that all women are the same and all women are not the same, just like all men not the same. So, I mean, they just giving out the wrong vibe to our men. There's a lot of single women out there, and I just want them to know it's not over. It's not. What you laughing at?
I'm laughing at you.
No, it's not.
It's definitely not.
Yeah, Key says social media has messed up society. Exactly. The world has to come back to reality. Exactly, Key. Because you look at back in the day, it was a lot of stepfathers stepped in with families. Matter of fact, if the real father passed away or some kind of way it didn't work out between, you know, with the real father and the mother, and the stepfather they got blessed to have him to come in the family. That was a blessing back in the day.
Yeah, it definitely was. It definitely
Yeah, that's
was.
right. It is most damage to our people. It is because that's what we seem to vibe off of right now. We just letting social media just like
Social media is making black people crabs in the barrel. Okay.
and it runs our world.
It does. And it's definitely detrimental to our kids.
That's right.
It's definitely because look how much time these kids be on these phones.
I want to ask the ladies that out there that got kids. I need some of the ladies that has kids to chime in. I guarantee you.
Do y'all appreciate a good stepdad, ladies?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Go in, Mo.
Hey, I that's a good question. But I guarantee you, it's ladies out there.
Oh yeah, crabs in the barrel, baby.
It's ladies out
When
there.
you're a guy and you make money, you want to put and invest your money in your offspring, not in other people's offspring.
Yeah,
That's
but
just the natural way of the world. That's how things go. Men typically want to take care of their own children. Now,
what if she's a millionaire
Are
and she
there-
helps and builds an empire with that man?
okay, well, even better. If you're a millionaire, you're going to probably want a guy that's a millionaire too, right?
Exactly, but
Okay.
who said anything about a broke guy?
You know, but okay, good. So, what do millionaires have that are men?
But my thing is, like,
Hold on, answer the question. What do men have that are millionaires? Options, which means they can date girls that aren't millionaires and be happy. You, on the other hand, can't date a broke guy and be happy. So they can get a girl that's 21, that isn't a millionaire, that doesn't have children, that can give him a family, and he won't have to take on someone else's kids.
Wow.
What I tell you, Porter? Only thing he's right about.
Wow.
One thing he's right about, a millionaire, he don't care if a woman has money. That's the only thing he right about.
No, what he's right. Hey, Bo, can you play that one more time?
That was the only thing he's right
Hold on,
about.
Mobile. I want to point out something.
Run it back, Bo.
I want to point out something because
When you're a guy and you make money, you want to put and invest your money in your offspring, not in other people's offspring.
yeah, but
That's just the natural way of the world. That's how things go. Men typically want to take care of their own children. Now,
what if she's a millionaire
Are
and
there-
she helps and builds an empire with that man?
okay, well, even better. If you're a millionaire, you're going to probably want a guy that's a millionaire too, right?
Exactly, but
Okay.
who said anything about a broke guy?
You know, but okay, good. So, what do millionaires have that are men?
But my thing is, like,
Hold on, answer the question. What do men have that are millionaires? Options, which means they can date girls that aren't millionaires and be happy. You, on the other hand, can't date a broke guy and be happy. So they can get a girl that's 21, that isn't a millionaire, that doesn't have children, that can give him a family, and he won't have to take on someone else's kids.
Did you get what he just said?
Oh, I got it the first time. I just wanted you to hear it.
No, I got it.
Did you get it?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay, now let me hear your definition of what he just said.
No. Let me read this. I'm gonna get back to it.
Mm-hmm.
She said, I did. My kids had a great stepdad. Then she said, all that doesn't mean that a man will be happy. That song's BS. Act Shannon Sharp.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. Oh, you right about that. Shannon Sharp and got himself in some
trouble.
Man,
But
he might
now-
be out of a lot of money, but no, well, I get what.
Yeah, let me hear what you.
I'm gonna tell you what, he was saying that a lot of men like to invest in the seeds that they
and their kids.
in their kids. They like to invest in that. They don't want to invest in somebody else's kid. But my thing is, it's not like that. Every man don't think like that. Every man don't feel the way he just said.
That's true.
That's the point I'm trying to make. Every man don't feel that way.
I mean, that's true, but we got to look deeper.
How you doing, Jasmine?
We got to look deeper into that because you just looking at it like, well, everybody don't feel that way. I know that, but let's look into what he said and look at the truth, some truth that's into what he was saying. Like he said, a man, a millionaire has options. You feel what I'm saying?
Exactly. A millionaire
Right.
has options. You're right.
A man millionaire has options.
Absolutely. They got
A
options.
woman millionaire only got one option, another millionaire. But a man millionaire will take a woman that is broke
Right.
and make a new family with that and invest all his money into that. That's what he's saying. So
He's saying it to his seed, to what he's created,
right.
his creation.
Right. But what I'm saying is, listen, I know this is kind of like off topic, but on topic. You feel what I'm saying? But why is it like, you know what I'm saying, when he said to her, you know what I'm saying, you gotta have another millionaire to make. Never mind.
Because you heard what she said, right?
What?
She said she wasn't speaking on broke men. She was just speaking in her era,
in general.
In general, right? She wasn't speaking of broke man. She's saying she a millionaire. Of course, she gonna want another millionaire. That's what she was saying. But what he was saying was that he's not going to invest in somebody else's seed. He's going to
I got that part. I was looking into something else though. But that's, you know what I'm saying. I would, you know, I didn't have something in that cup. You feel what I'm saying? I was looking at something else. But I agree though. You know what I'm saying? You're right. But he don't believe in investing in somebody else's seed.
I mean, a lot of so-called high value men feel that way, but I done seen some rich guys. Look at some of these entertainers.
Mm-hmm.
Just say you look at, I'll use Cardi B for example.
All right, what's going on, y'all? What's going on, y'all?
Okay, Cardi B is not with Offset no more, right?
Right.
So she's supposed to be dating some football player now.
Yeah, Stephon Diggs.
Okay. For instance, he's a millionaire, right? Right?
Ooh, Stephon?
Yeah. So he's willing to step in with her, and she has how many kids by Offset? Two.
Yeah, two.
2 kids.
Yeah.
Man, come on, man. That's bull crap what they be talking on some of these shows.
Yeah, but you know, some of them cats, you know, they can really afford it. You know what I'm saying?
Key said a woman can do the same. She has options too. She can't get a YN with no kids in. Don't do
you
that.
want a young Thundercat, huh?
Don't do that, Key. Please don't
Yolanda,
do that.
LA. What's going on?
Don't do that, Key. Don't do it.
Yo, so are stepdads single mothers second option? That's the question. That's the topic. Are they? Is anything wrong with being a step parent?
Ain't nothing wrong with being a step
Ain't nothing
parent.
wrong with it, man. I've been a stepdad.
She said Key said SOS to the YNs with no kids. He gonna be a third kid if you got 2. He gonna be your third. If you got 3, he gonna be your 4th.
That YN just coming to drink the Capri Suns.
That's it. And play him a couple of video games. And have some switches laying down in your.
It's all about your mindset. You absolutely right. You're absolutely right. You gotta love kids though too, man. You know what I'm saying? To be a step parent, man. I think you gotta love kids, man. You gotta be, like she said, it's about your mindset. Like you gotta go in and knowing that it's gonna be a challenge. For one, it ain't gonna be easy.
And see, like like those girls that's on those shows.
Mm-hmm.
They a lot of them are delusional. They sit in there with them guys, and them guys downplay them. They talk to them any kind of way, make them feel so low.
Yeah.
You know, and stuff like that because like maybe they weight or maybe how they look or something like that. Come on, dog. I mean, I wouldn't even allow a daughter of mine to go sit on the show like that. You know what I'm saying? Because you're not gonna, make her feel like she has no options.
Make her not feel she has no worth.
No worth or option. To be honest with you, women have more options than we
than
do.
men. But
Men,
once
in
they
reality.
don't know, but once they lose their worth, they feel like they have no option. So they have to know their worth before they can understand that they have options.
She said, wait, all YNs are not the same.
Man, all YNs gonna just
They put some in the water, Key. Most of them are the same.
You're gonna get you a jackrabbit.
Hey, you got 2 fathers sitting right here on this couch of YNs. We're fathers of YNs.
For sure. Definitely in the YN area.
Yeah, his son's
Era.
a YN.
You know what I'm saying?
My son is a YN.
for sure.
You don't want them problems.
But yeah, man, definitely stepdads, man. Like, and then it's like one of the cool things about being a stepdad to me is like getting to know the kid. You know what I'm saying? Getting to know
Down the
the
line,
kid,
there's
know
going
what
to
they
be an
like.
expectation if you're in a relationship with a single mother. The single mother is going to expect the guy to provide, not just for you, but for the kid. And so that adds like sort of a double duty to provide for a child that's not yours. The issue with that, though, is there's all the responsibility, but none of the corresponding authority. So she might expect you to provide, but she might not allow you as the guy to have any authority over the child. To me, if you're going to be responsible providing for a child and you're going to step in as a stepfather, you aren't given authority over the kid. Like most single moms are not going to like allow you to discipline their kid, but they will expect you to provide for their kid. So it's all the responsibility with none of the authority. And actually there are some single mothers who have an expectation that the guy start providing instantly. For example, you hear these stories of women wanting men to pay for the babysitter like on the first date.
Well, now that right there was interesting.
Right.
Ladies are, because now I was blessed enough, bless you, I was blessed enough to have my kids by women that like three of them already had children, two of them had children before mine, something like that or whatever. But the whole thing I'm trying to say is that they allowed me to discipline the kids. You feel what I'm saying? Now, I wasn't the type that's just gonna beat your kid or nothing like that. No, like, you know what I'm saying? But when you asked me to discipline them, you know what I'm saying, I did it accordingly. You feel what I'm saying? It wasn't about whoopings and all of that. You know what I'm saying? It's about, especially if you're a step parent, you know what I'm saying? You don't want to always be that aggressive type parent. You know what I'm saying? You want to be, understanding. You want to be, slow to anger, but quick to listen. You know what I'm saying? Like type shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And, I learned a lot because I became a father at an early age. You feel what I'm saying? So, and then getting to start dealing with older women that was, what I'm saying, already having kids or whatever the case, man. Like, yeah, it's definitely different. It was it was definitely a learning experience. But learning those kids, learning what they like to do, doing different things, like, you know what I'm saying, it really keeps you busy as a step parent. You know what I'm saying? More busy than what you thought you was actually going to be. You know what I'm saying? So, step parents, good thing or bad thing, y'all. What's up? Let me know what the deal is. Is it a good thing or is it a bad thing? What do y'all think? And if y'all want to go live, y'all see the line down there, man. Drop your emails. You know what I'm saying? Drop your emails. Come on in. Go live with us one time, man. For the one time. We out here. Big Cap are step dads, second choice to single women. Are they? Are they just a fill in? Do they just fill in the gap? Something like that. Well, I mean, what is it, y'all? Let me know. Have y'all, as a step parent, ever been in a compromising position? Like, you know what I'm saying? The baby mom had to step. I mean, your old lady, put it that way, had the baby dad come over, and you come over, and he there unexpectedly. And when I mean unexpectedly, like you didn't know that he was coming over there. You know what I'm saying? Has that ever happened? Things like that.
Well, the guy say, like the stepdad don't have authority over the kids. when he was like, you investing into the family, but you don't have any authority over the kids.
Mhm.
Let me tell you something on that.
That's big though.
But yeah, it's big. But let me tell you something on that for real.
Mhm.
Like I said, there's a certain limit that you should have with your step kids. It's kind of like we have to look at this right here. When you step into an already made family,
Mhm.
you can't step in and say, well, I have authority over this, I have authority over that. It's kind of weird. A kid gonna feel kind of weird if a stranger coming in and that his mom just married,
Mhm.
and he's coming in having authority over him, telling him what to do, and maybe want to spank him or something like that. That's kind of like, it could be make a child feel some type of way.
Mhm.
You get what I'm saying?
Mhm.
A stranger just can come in and just overrule you, and you've been living a certain way before they came in.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Right. Kids go through that all the time.
Right. So we have to be mindful
Mhm.
of just
Never. He said never.
never. Oh, what? Never. Like right, Key. But I'm saying, as being a stepfather, we have to be mindful, like the kind of play our space.
Yeah.
Like
You do.
right. Like, just say one of the kids is doing something they don't have no business doing. You give them some some advice, talk to them or whatever. But you can still show them the way that you're leading as a man when it comes to giving them some advice, but still you have to tell the kids, say, look, we're gonna let you talk to your mother when she get home or whatever.
Yeah. I mean, but like I said when it comes to these step kids, man, when you a step parent coming in, like you said, to an already made family,
Right.
you definitely have to be slow to anger and fast to listen. Like, you have to be able to listen more. You have to be more understanding.
Right.
You have to, you know what I'm saying? Like, you just got to be more sensitive to situations. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, yeah, you the new adult in the house, but you also, I don't want no kids to fear me.
Right. Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what you and that's what you trying not to happen, is have these kids fear you. You want them to be able to come to you and look up to you the same way your kids do. So the approach is always slow to anger and fast to listen. I know women who will not date a man because he has multiple kids or small kids. Well, you know what they miss out on? They miss out on Pee Wee football. They miss out on like wrestling tournaments or karate or whatever, shit like that. You know what I'm saying? You miss out on watching, like, hey, let's just say you come into a situation and I got a kid prodigy on my hands. You gonna miss out on your blessing being with me and being part of my kid prodigy's life because you don't want to, man, what? Come on now.
Now you just have to play as being a stepfather. There's ways to handle situations.
It is, but you have to be slow to anger.
Right.
And quick
Exactly.
to listen.
You come in and you have to be more of a supporter than a person that's trying to show authority. You have to be more of a supporter.
Well, coming in, you have to just be like, you ever heard of a peer mediator?
Yeah.
Okay, like that's basically what you're gonna be doing, probably like for like the first 6 months to a year. You're gonna be a peer mediator. You just gonna always be that.
Oh, Key.
All people have a right to choose what they want. It's all about the mindset.
Well, Key, you want you a YN?
Key, you want you, yeah, baby. If you want you a YN, go get you a YN, baby. We ain't hating. She said it's the mindset.
The mindset key.
Mm.
Mike Swain is watching.
What's going on? Yeah, she definitely want her a YN.
Yeah, kid, you want your YN?
She ain't playing no game.
Cause YN, your kids definitely gonna respect the YN.
Hey,
They might get in the shootout.
I was about to say they guns probably about the same size. That's crazy.
You even come in and talk to my mom in the kind of way.
Off the bat, he's showing with that boy. Listen, what's going on, Antonio Portes? What's going on, brother?
Yeah, Key, you might leave them YN with that, Key.
Yeah, Key, you don't want no fast pumper.
You might stick with it. You might go on back up to your 40-year-old. Leave them YN with that.
Stepdaddies. We talking about stepdaddies, player. We trying to see if
or stepdaddy's women's second choice. Or are you the guy? Are you the second choice?
Are you the runner up?
Yeah.
Are you the brother that she just dealing with? You know what I'm saying? Settling for. Or are you an asset? Are you somebody that's bringing something to the table that can help elevate the family? You know what I'm saying? Are you an asset? Are you dead weight? What are you?
Key said we're doing the YNs wrong. You know, hey kid, we were once YNs.
Yeah, we were once YNs ourselves.
Yeah.
But we are what you call ONs.
OG.
OGNs.
Yeah, but
old gangster nigga.
the YNs don't play about their mamas, Key. I'm talking about the YN that you had.
She said y'all doing YNs wrong. No, we not. Hey, and I wish Bo quit putting up these things that say YNs because they're gonna come looking for us.
No, the YNs love the big cap.
Hey man, shout out to the YNs.
Shout out to the YN. They watch us.
Yeah.
They love the show.
Hey, y'all just make sure I get home safe.
YNs love the show. Shout out to the YNs.
Shout out to the YNs though, man. But yeah, you know, stepdads, man, and
yeah, Mike, how you feel about being a stepdad? I know you've been a stepdad before. How you feel about that? Give us your input.
Yeah. Antonio, yeah, I know you've been a stepdad before. Give me your input. What do you think about being a stepdad? Are you second fiddle? You know what I'm saying? Are you runner up? Or are you that dude? You know what I'm saying? You a bomb ass stepdad. Is that what it is? Cause that killed them. That be killing the damn dads and shit, man. Sometimes. If you a bomb ass stepdad too, and you about your business and you really about them kids too, and you make the kids look just as good as you and the mama and them kids are stepping out correct though too. Right. Boy, them niggas be hating. They be hating. You hear me?
Cool. What's up, Coach Rob?
What up?
Yeah, them guys on them, you know, what the other guy just said, the other content Bo just pulled up.
Mm-hmm.
You know, is authority and having respect. You know, if you come into a family and you respecting the kids gonna respect you. I think so.
He said it doesn't matter if the kids are grown and out of the house.
Well, at that point, Key, you good.
Hey, what you say, Mo? That's the time when you start walking around the house butt naked and your Johnson ball swinging. Hey, how you do it on Friday?
you good, Key. Cause you know if the kids are grown and they got
they
their
out the
own
house.
family, they at the house. You can enjoy your life.
Yeah.
You can go on vacations and I mean you know
You can go on vacations, vacations.
vacations. I mean you can just enjoy life. I mean,
You can
and then you meet
enjoy
the
it.
grown kids, you still show them some respect.
Mhm. And hopefully they're giving you yours.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, they just want you to be doing their mama right. You feel what I'm saying? So you know, it's respect because you know, grown kids is definitely gonna be on you more than the younger kids. You know what I'm saying? The grown kids feel like, look at Russell Wilson. I know plenty old school men who stepped in and did a great job. Absolutely. Coach Rob, I was a stepdad to my daughter when she was 2. She is now 26, striving in life. I had to have a conversation with her biological father to set boundaries. We are cool after that. See what I'm saying? Sometimes having a conversation, man, with somebody about something that they lacking on, if you can be an adult about it, man, that's probably the best way to go about it. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody ain't gonna feel Coach Rob. Hey, everybody ain't gonna be able to feel that type of conversation. But it's good that whoever the guy was that you had to have a talk with and y'all was talking. You feel what I'm saying? It was good that y'all was able to be able to come to an agreement or whatever the case may be that set the boundaries for what they are. You know what I'm saying? But as a stepdad, man, you know, you stepped in and you know, hey man, you had stepped in when you didn't have to, bro. So I commend stepdads, man. Like I said, I've been a stepdad for a long time, man. You know what I'm saying? So I commend you, bro, my brother, for sure. For sure.
Oh yeah. Yeah, but Key, you need to leave them YNs where they at, Key.
Yeah.
Especially if you got grown kids, they might.
Try to tell them.
It's gonna be some problems.
There's definitely gonna be some problems.
Some problems.
There's gonna be some proud wives. Ow.
So the great step there is we need our men. We need y'all more than ever.
Oh, for sure.
You know what, Keith? That you just said a beautiful thing there. You know, women need to. A lot of women need to let our men feel that way. Because if our men feel needed, they're gonna be there. It'll change the aspect of a way of a man thinking.
It sure will.
Because a lot of men feel like we're not needed. A lot of women do make us feel that
we're not needed.
We're not needed. They don't need a man.
You know what I'm saying? Especially when you can just go to the side of your dresser and open up that drawer. And, no, I'm just playing. I'm just joking. I'm just joking. I'm just playing, y'all. But yeah, you know, serious note though, man. Like, yeah, you know, I think now more days though too, stepdads are becoming a trendy thing, man. They are very trendy. They are very trendy right now because they are picking up the job that no other man wants to do. You feel what I'm saying? So, hey, man, what are you laughing at? So, you know, shout out to the stepdads, man, to the real stepdads, man, to the ones that ain't just laying up with the mamas and stuff, eating up all the snacks and drinking up the Capri Suns and all of that. You know what I'm saying? Talk about the ones that's really holding it down for these kids, man. Kids that know who their dad is, but they rather depend on you and call you a dad than their regular dad. That's G. You know what I'm saying? So, y'all, we just came on here to give y'all a quick one, man. We ain't gonna do too much tonight, man. You know, we gotta work in the morning. So came to the time. What's up?
Keith said, I'm not dating a YN. I'm just some YNs have good hearts and they need y'all old school guys to show them
how to relax
when things get hard for them.
You know what, Key? We're gonna start a Big Brother YNs program. And me and Mo gonna pull some of these YNs under our wing, man, and try to teach them how to relax when things get hard for them.
Shout out to the YN.
So shout out to the YN program that we've been starting a little bit.
Hey, y'all heard what the YNs did to them clans up in Atlanta, right?
We're up in Atlanta now.
Yeah, the YN. So the clans said they came up there with the Klan suit on, with the KK suit on.
Yeah.
Got unalive. Both of them. Well, play with the YNs. Yeah, the YNs way.
Yeah. They tried them up in Cincinnati too. It didn't go well. It didn't go well. So
stay out the YNs way.
So, but before we get up out of here, we're gonna do something a little different. I'm gonna give a shout out to I hate to say this, man, but shout out to the Indiana Pacers and the New York Knicks for the Eastern Conference Finals, and shout out to the Minnesota Timberwolves and the Oklahoma City Thunder, man. If y'all watch basketball, it's gonna be something electric, man, because history is gonna be made once them finals starts. So, you know, shout outs to all four of them teams, man. But with that being said, man, you know, quick show for y'all tonight, man. Thank y'all for tuning in. You know, something quick for y'all, something good for y'all, something for y'all to think on, man. We're gonna start doing more shows like these to show them how to take care of them. They need y'all, and us women need y'all. For sure. For sure. Thank you for appreciating us. Because you know what I'm saying, Key, when men hear things like that right there, we put that Superman cape on.
What's up? Brian is in the building. What's happening, Brian?
You know, we definitely put that Superman cape on in when we hear and we see things like that. So we definitely appreciate that. All with all jokes aside, we definitely appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? So again, y'all.
I didn't know Keith said something about I must step out the room.
What's that?
He said, "Look at Russell Wilson."
Oh yeah, she said that. Yeah.
You know they try to dog Russell Wilson out, man.
Yeah, probably because he got good hair, man. I don't know.
Nah, they try to dog him out, man. Saying he wasn't supposed to get with
Sierra. Yeah, man, because he has good hair, man.
They call the man a simp.
Man, because this guy has good hair, man.
I'll tell y'all something about this.
He used gel in his hair.
Because he won street. Let me tell you something.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell all the so-called tough guys out there. I guarantee you, the average joker won't get on that football field like Russell Wilson and take them hits the way he take them hits.
Yeah.
None of them jokers out there would take the hits. They wouldn't even step on the field.
Yeah, but he shouldn't be taking them hits like that.
Now, I'm just saying. That's
what they be saying, though.
Nah, what they saying is they saying Russell was simping because they looked at Sierra as a lower level woman. Just because she was Future Baby mama.
Well, she was big before Future Baby's mama.
So. No, I'm just saying, man. You know,
they try to downplay.
They try to downplay a stand-up guy.
Yeah, but you can't.
Man, shout out to Russell Wilson.
Shout out to Russell Wilson with the good hair.
Shout out to Russell Wilson
with the good hair.
Stand-up guy. Stepped in. A great father.
Hey, man, listen.
I support you, buddy.
Listen, it's a lot of guys out here, man. That's stand-up guys, man. Stand-up stepfathers, man. We'd be naming guys all day. You feel me? So one more time, man, we gonna give a shout out, and not just the stepfathers too, man. I said the stepmothers too.
Half of them jokers out there, man. Russell will whoop they. You know what?
Oh man, see, Moto went to a whole different level. But shout out,
try to downplay my homie. Come on, man.
Man, listen, shout out to the stepmothers out there though too. Y'all definitely get y'all just due because a lot of mothers then ran away from their responsibility as being a mother. So if you have an opportunity or if you are a stepmother, take advantage of that. You know what I'm saying? Because like Key said, these kids need us and we need them.
And we need them, right?
You know what I'm saying?
Because they are the future.
They are our future.
They are the future of tomorrow.
So, Bo Reefer, before we get up out of here, you got anything you want to get at them with, man?
Nah, y'all just sleep tight. Peace.
Hey, for sure. Well, yo, again, man, we here at Big Cap Studio, man, Preserve Vision Studios, man, Grit Gang, everything. Hey, man, Gotti, what you want to get at them before we get up out of here?
Let's see what Key just said.
He said something else.
Show them how to take care of the baby mom. The baby mamas take care of him. They need y'all. Oh, okay.
Well, they got us.
Yeah.
They definitely
Show them how
got
to take
us.
care of home. They need y'all.
They,
Us women need y'all. Okay, yeah.
that's right. Well, y'all got us, and we definitely got y'all.
Something new.
So, but yeah, you wanna give them something before we get up out of here, G?
No, just we're gonna leave out here with a positive note,
That's right.
and I'm letting all the ladies know. Just because you got kids, it's not the end of the world.
It's definitely not.
Just choose wisely.
Yeah, definitely
Choose wisely. That's all you got to do, because you still got options. You let me tell you something. Yeah, millionaires, you're rich men, they have a lot of options. Don't get me wrong. But a lot of you ladies out there still has options also. So don't forget that. Don't settle. You ain't got to settle. Just choose wisely.
Just choose wisely.
Find a stand-up guy that's going to respect you and your kids. Don't go out there and get the guy that's all about him, or he may be all about you.
For sure, coach.
Find you somebody that's gonna be all about you and your kids. That's gonna respect you and your kids. That's all you got to do is choose wisely. Because it's a lot of good guys out there,
that will take care of them kids.
That's right. We'll take care of you and them kids.
Take care of them kids.
And respect
you already getting taken care of, but this was about the kids. So
Right.
he gonna take care of them kids. So
stop looking at the certain guys y'all look at that y'all know not gonna come in and be a provider and take care of you and be your protector and all this. Hey, start taking the chance on, that joker, that 9 to 5 guy going to work every day. That guy going to church on a Sunday maybe.
Yeah.
That guy that's out there, he putting his time in the community and stuff like that. He out there
activist.
Active, in the community. Get you a stand-up guy.
What's up, Marlon?
Don't be scared to date that fireman. Don't be scared to date that guy that has, he's a nurse or something at the hospital. Don't be scared to date a guy with a nice career, an educated young man. Don't be scared to do that. I ain't dogging the street guys out, but you got to sometimes you got to
keep. But you keep saying the men, like, also give it up to the stepmothers too.
Oh yeah.
You gotta give up to the stepmothers too, because it's a lot of women, man, that has to come in here and braid hair and do the box braids. Things like that. So definitely brothers, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid of an educated woman. You know what I'm saying? And everything that Mo said in reverse. Now you got me speaking up for the women. You know what I'm saying? Ladies.
I mean, we got we got some ladies out there that don't have kids and they step in and be a great single mother.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
That's what we wanted to hear though too. Because here on Big Cap, we support both.
Right.
But see, the Mo was in
But
his
I was
preacher
just-
mode, and I had to slow him down some because even though you were speaking the good words, we got to give it up to the both of them, man. You got to speak it for the both of them.
I was just speaking. I just don't want our women to feel like they're a low value because
Nah,
they
not. They listen. We in a day and age now where we know black women.
and we're gonna take a lot of heat for this.
Yeah, but I'm willing to take that heat, but I'm willing to take it more or less for the kids. I'm not gonna take it for the women because they already know what their values are, especially the ones that's out here getting it without these men. You feel me? So
I see you, Ross. I love listening to you giving my point of view on the Big Cap. That's right.
Oh, for sure, big dog.
Appreciate that,
For
Ross.
sure. It's about, man, before we get up out of here, and my last thing is this, y'all. One of the big things about Big Cap is that the way that we flow, man, is real. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we agree, sometimes we don't agree.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But we look at things for what it is, man. They ain't none of this scripted. This is all real, coming from the heart.
That's right.
Because we all look at things different, but we respect each other's opinion. We respect each other's mindset. Because again, without us having different mindsets, without y'all having different point of views and looking at things different, this wouldn't be, what it is. So Big Cap podcasting definitely gives a shout out to all of y'all with y'all comments, with y'all views. You know what I'm saying? And again, man, like and share, subscribe, man, on all our platforms, man, so we can keep this going, man. You know what I'm saying? This is why Big Cap is what it is right now and why we're going to continue to grow. So with that being said, man, peace to the planet.
Peace to the planet.
I love each and every last one of y'all. We all three, the triangle with a square, because my boy Jimmy Jam from In the Mirror, man. You got All Points, you got Bo Reefer, you got Jimmy Jam In the Mirror, you got Big Cap right here, Mo Gotti and Portis, man. Hey man, we out of here, man. We love y'all, man.
Peace to the single mothers out there. Y'all hold your head up.
Peace.
We with y'all.
Checking out the Big Cap podcast, you ain't know what you're missing.
Right.
Some guys like medium size.
Right. I'm about to say, bro, that was a little harsh.
Dream turned to nightmare. Only one life, no spare. Used to come.